Hello guys, we are right here with Pica Season 2, Week 2. Um, we, we played really, wait shit, I don't know what to say. Yeah, so this is the Week 2 match. Our Week 1 match didn't go that well. We lost 1-0 to Robotnik. It was a really close fight. Hacks kind of screwed me over, but we can't really say shit about it. And I was worried a lot about Week 2 as well, because I was facing Mikey. Me and Mikey are really close friends, and usually when we battle, it's usually a blast, really close. And when I was building my team, I noticed that Mikey had an edge. So I'm gonna try to showcase my team right now. Spadev Mandibus to take on Gengar, Spadev Registeel to take on the Mega Gardevoir that he didn't probably bring because of the Scissor and the Registeel, my two steel types that could stop it. We brought Defensive Slowking for the Entei, we brought Unaware Clefable for the Salamence, and for what else? It was for one more mod that he didn't bring in the end. But whatever, it's an Unaware Clef. Oh yeah. And Choice Scarf, Adamant Victini, and Choice Bennett Heracross. As you can see from team matchup, Mikey brings more of a offensive team with a lot of offensive mons, while I go with the bulky side because that was my only way of winning in this match. My win conditions were slowing down his fast mons because he doesn't have any switch-ins to Thunder Wave, and yeah, try to slow down his team and clean up with either Victini or Heracross, aka Vegeta. Alright, so let's start. First turn I start off with Mandibus. He goes with Landorus Therian. Really cool. He switches out because like it's a Mandibus, not gonna go down. He brings Togetic, I Whirlwind, predicting that, and bring him to the Entei. Not the best thing for me. I'm gonna switch out and go to Slowking. He goes for Sacred Fire. Lucky that didn't burn, I guess. And he's gonna switch in the Togetic on the Scald. Scald will do some damage. Can't complain. It was a decent damage. Togetic is pretty bulky. Then I go for Registeel. Yo, girl. He goes for T-Wave. Not really giving a shit. Mikey with a smiley face. I try to go for Stealth Rocks. I get paralyzed. I'm like, oh no, not like last game. I was like, no. Mikey makes a really good prediction here by going for Stoners, but he misses. Pretty unfortunate because you will see this set to hit KO, but the thing is, Rocks fucked me up as well. I get a crit, which doesn't really matter in the end. You will notice why. Like, then I switch out Mandibus. I go to Registeel. Good matchup for me. He goes for Whiz. I go for Stealth Rock just to make sure he won't bring Lando T for that Whiz. He goes for Defog. The stats are not lowered. I get the Toxic off, which is amazing. He gets the Whiz. And I did it, and I noticed his team by looking at Togetic's set, Defog, Whiz, Roost, that he doesn't have, not Roost, Defog, and he probably has an offensive move that doesn't really hit. I get paralyzed here, annoying, but it's all good. I'm gonna try to get my rocks up at any cost. I don't get rocks against C. I get paralyzed a lot, so kind of balance it out. I go to Clefable. He goes for DD, but the thing is, I'm unaware Clefable. So Mikey, I think he knew that, and I knew I could live a neutral Iron Tail, even if he wanted to risk the miss, and I still could live. So he brings in the Snorlax. It was an AV defensive one that I suggested him a long time ago. Both paralyzed, yeah. We go to Yo Grill. He body slams. He gets a paralysis, and here I get a little bit mad because it was like, okay, I can take a hit and Roost, but I get paralyzed. So as you can see, the paralyzations are getting balanced out. Here we go to Vegeta, my man. He switches out. He goes to Lando T. And the thing is, I'm Choice Banned, and without the crit foul play, the thing would have done around 30%. Stone is would have done more than enough because he told me he was a Scar variant. So in the end, it didn't matter. Stone has landed. We killed Lando T. Huge threat in our team. He goes to Snorlax because he knows I'm intimidated. I go red steel you grill. He goes for fire punch. I'm not even defensive and I take it amazingly. I go to see which thing I can switch it in. He goes for earthquake. I'm like, alright. I was thinking, can I even stay here? I say, oh, whatever, let's scald. He's got his moveset, he crunches, does a lot of damage, but it's all good. Slowking can get his health back. We bring in Clefable, and I realize Clefable can take on the Snorlax. See, he gets paralyzed a little bit there. He gets paralyzed again, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Because you're gonna see the damage on Body Slam. It's not enough. Like, it's not even a 3-hit KO. So here I make a really good play. I double Thunder Wave, knowing that he would switch out, seeing the Body Slam damage. And it was the right play. I get the anti-paralyze, which is pretty huge. Nice play, man. We go to Slowking. With Slowking, can take this on. He gets paralyzed. Don't really matter, because I can take Sacred Fires, even with a burn. Here I make a really nice double, predicting his Snorlax. And bringing my Vegeta. Here I'm like, okay, let's make a play. And I go for Stone. It's like the double. He goes for the Impediment. And Stone is taken. I mean, it's Vegeta power of choice, man. And nothing too surprising. Then I am against you. He goes for Zen Headbutt, which was pretty weird. He's Life Orb Salamence, which is cool. Earthquake barely does enough. Here I was like, I may be dead to Iron Tail, but starting to realize he doesn't have it, because he doesn't like desperately need that, because he has an Entei and a Gengar that can take on this. Okay, so Clef, you know, taking the hits. Here I bring in Registeel. I'm like, okay, even if he goes for Shadow Ball, I don't lose much, and Registeel takes it miraculously, because, you know, it's immune. And dude, Registeel Life Orb Shadow Ball, it's not even a 4-hit KO. That's how ridiculous Registeel is. I'm sorry. That's how ridiculous Registeel is. Like, here's where it proves it the most. I go for Stealth Rock. Finally get my rocks up, you know. Because since last game I didn't got them. Not yet. Everything paralyzed, man. Yeah, the Togetic was toxic as well. I go for the dogs here. I'm like, eh. and I get even more unfortunate luck. Like, I brought a lot of T-Wave. Yeah, I had to bring a lot of T-Wave, though. He goes for Fire Punch. All good. He wanted to go for Fire Punch just to make sure I'm not going to bring. Kind of my best bet, sorry. Yeah, he gets a crit here. But, you know, Clefable, we live in. We Moonlight. Because with Unaware Set, you can run Soft Boil, sadly. He gets paralyzed, you know. It's a paralyzation. You know how it works, especially after that game with Robotnik. And same paralyzation as I was talking about. I get paralyzed. Unfortunate. He doesn't get paralyzed. Pretty unfortunate. I get paralyzed. No, I don't get paralyzed. I get the Moonlight off. He gets paralyzed. BSing through. Getting paralyzed though. Pretty hilarious. Body Slam. We still live in, but it's gonna be really unfortunate. I get paralyzed again. He Body Slams. I live. I'm like, okay, I can get the Moonlight off and then attack him. But I get paralyzed again. And I die because I got paralyzed 3 times in a row. It's okay, it's a 4-0 instead of a 5-0. Then I got Socrates XD. GG to Victiris. LMAO George. We go for what we go? We go for Skull and we kill it. Slowking gets a kill. Look at that shit, dude. I think Slowking gets 3 kills in this match. Okay, he goes to Gengar. I'm like, okay, I think I can even live a Shadow Ball, but I outspeed and I Psychic it. So 3 kills for Slowking, 1 kill for Vegeta, and 1 kill to Life Orb. Then he goes to Entei. Right now he just sacks his mons. Then I Scald. I don't kill it. It's all good. I think he gets paralyzed right now. I'm not sure. Oh no, he doesn't. Extreme Speed. Slowking gets 3 kills this match. Heracross gets 1. Like, Slowking cleanup crew. Then he goes to Togetic and I'm like, meh. I'm like, I want to let Victini get this kill. I got Socrates XD. He Thunder Waves and then I'm like, nigga. And then he's like, okay, I'm gonna take a hit and Wish. And then I'm like, boom! Victini style. Victini gets his first kill. Victini didn't even have to go in. Yeah, I got another 4-0. I got 4-0 in the Pica as well. And as you can see, guys, we got a victory. 50 turns as well. Like, I wasn't going for 50 turns. And as you can see, guys, the draft did really well. Like, I'm really happy that I managed to put it into work, and it worked really well. Registeel did a lot of work. The things that could kill Registeel, I made sure they died, and they get walled by Slowking and Mandibos. So, really impressive performance by Registeel. Really good job to Slowking, like, managing to wall most of his team. Heracross did really well. Like, I made some power plays with him, and I managed to get the Salamence, which could be a problem in my team. Especially seeing that the Zen Headbutt did, like, the Earthquake did, like, 30-something. Could you imagine? An Iron Tail? Yeah, it could be a huge problem, but we managed to deal with that as well. Victini didn't do much. I just wanted to finish off the game with Victini, you know. Like, Victini. Because Victini is, like, one of my biggest investments in this league. And I am really happy with this performance because the last game we lost, and I really wanted to win this one because I'm not gonna say I could bullshit around, but you know, it was the same. I lost the game because I played okay. I mean, in the end, I kind of played it poorly, but I guess it was because I thought I won anyways, but I didn't. Anyways, I am sorry I couldn't get this game live. There was a lot of noise in my room, so I couldn't get the game off. So that is why I'm post-narrating it. And as I want to say, I hope you guys really enjoy. Good game to my buddy Mikey. He has a really good draft, and he's probably going to go really far with it. Man, I'm glad we won that game because people were saying, they were spreading rumors that I'm not going to win the game against Mikey. And I was like, God damn, they may be damn right because Mikey's team was impressive. But you know, my team, like old but gold, Victini, Mandibos, Heracross, and of course Registeel. Registeel was actually the MVP of the game with Slowking. Like, two Mons that are usually like underrated and people forget about them did amazing work. And I wanted to point another thing before we leave this. Slowking's and Registeel's synergy is incredible. And I think this is it for week 2. Week 3 we're gonna face the Jackson's Jumpluff, and I will say his team is a huge problem. I don't know if he will be able to get the battle though, so we may even get a forfeit. I'm gonna drop further information for that. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed, and I am gonna see you later. Bye!